Hello, potato. It's time to start something big. Obviously, it's going to be Lego. You can tell because the big Lego sign is on the table. And of course, you've looked at the title of the video and probably saw the thumbnail. Unless, of course, you fell asleep and YouTube's just randomly playing stuff and the algorithm sent you this, in which case, yay algorithm. But every year, I have a series of Lego displays that I cycle throughout the seasons. And post-Christmas up until summer is the Modular City. And it's been a few years since I've added any buildings to it. The last building I'm pretty sure I built for it was the corner gas station, and that was back in 2020. So that was, I've been buying the sets, but I haven't been putting them up because I just didn't have room and I couldn't decide which sets to eliminate. However, last year in December, normally they released this in January, but they released two modular sets last year because they released this in December. They released this big old chunkster here. Yeah, that's why the camera has to be set so far, so wide, because this barely fits on it even with that. Kit 10326, the Natural History Museum, now part of the Icons line. Still Modular Buildings Collection, but now they fall under Icons. And I knew when they announced the set that not only was I going to have to get this set and build it, but I would be eliminating something from the Modular City. Something would go to make room for this. But then we had the idea of maybe swapping where our coffee bar is with where I usually put the Lego displays. And the area I put the Lego displays in previously was about 7 foot long, about 1.5 feet deep. The new set is 6 foot long and about 4 foot deep, which gives me room for 2 rows of modular buildings, which means I have room for like 4 more buildings to build. So naturally, the first one I'm going to build is the Natural History Museum. And it is, I think, possibly the largest of the modular buildings, not counting things like the Bricklink modulars. I'm not counting those. I don't have any of those. I know you can look at them through the Lego app, but I'm not counting those. The only one I think that actually comes close was Assembly Square, which was an unusually large one at the time. And that one is 4,002 pieces. This one's 4,014, just barely edging out the Assembly Square set, as I'm pretty sure the largest modular. Modulars tend to be between 2 to maybe the low 3,000s. And this one just kind of blows out of the water with a full 4,000, which is because it's only 2 stories tall. It doesn't look like it would be more pieces than, say, the Firehouse or City Square, City Hall, or Assembly Square for that matter, but apparently it is. It's not the biggest build I've done. The biggest one I've done has actually been the Ghostbusters Firehouse, which I think was about 4,600 pieces, nor is it as big as my wife's Disney Castle, which was, I think, 4,400 pieces. Oh no, correction. The Disney Castle was 4,800 pieces, 4,837, so I think that actually is still the biggest kit in the house, because I'm pretty sure my Firehouse was, I think, 46, 44, 46, 4634. I just looked it up. I do love the Lego app because you can look that stuff up quickly. So yeah, this isn't as big as the Ghostbusters house, but still, my wife does still maintain the largest build of a single kit in the house with the Disney Castle, which she built in 2 days, which is a lot faster than I expect I'm going to build this. So I'm not sure how this video is going to work. It's going to definitely be multiple parts because I'm not going to sit here and build 4,000 pieces today, but I'm going to release the videos all at the same time, that's for sure. I'm just not sure if it'll be one video or not. I think it probably won't, because my goal today is to build maybe the first 1,000 pieces. So, probably not finish the first floor, just find a good break-off point there, and then I can just put it in the city with construction workers around it like they're building it until I get around to finishing it. But I'm not going to finish it today, so I don't think it'll necessarily be finished in this video, but there'll be other videos coming with it. It's good to let you know that the Jazz Club and the hotel don't come with it. So this is a wider set. That's why it's so big, because it's wider. I wonder if that's going to affect how many, well, obviously that's going to affect how many more sets I can put out. Because yeah, I've been looking at it here, it's clearly at least a little bit wider than the Jazz Club, which I do have, and the Boutique Hotel, which my wife swears we picked up, but I don't think we did. I think I skipped the Boutique Hotel because I don't like it that much, and these things are $200, $300 a piece, so why buy ones you don't like? Even being completely, I don't have the 50s diner for the same reason. Yeah, we're gonna build this. I'm gonna put some Indiana Jones in there. This is part of why I wanted the Jurassic Park dinosaurs, so they can kind of menace the outside of it. But look at all the deal we have. We have a telescope. We have, what's that, an orrery, I think that's what it's called, the solar system there. We have some Lego dinosaur bones, which they've done before, obviously in more detail. This is going to be smaller than the ones they did in the past. I think I did a video on those. I don't remember. Those would be right around the time I started doing the videos on Lego. I don't remember if I did a dinosaur video or not. If you look at the bulk of it's going to be the first floor, so I don't necessarily think we're going to finish it all today. But these two will probably be things I do. I'm probably going to do like half of this today and then do the other half in another day, which, you know, will be, from you watching this, will be like almost immediately after available. So let's crack this open to see what we have inside. I'm guessing stickers. I'm guessing we'll have a box in a box. I feel like this is going to be one of those box in a box sets just to maintain stability. Also, like, we're going to have a couple posters here, which aren't stickers. Look, they'll probably be made out of the same material as the capes are. Oh, we have in here, explore the future. I can't get that on camera. There we go. Explore the future. And yeah, we do have a box in a box. And this thing is out breaking things, knocking the camera, knocking things off the table. I mean, if I were smart, I'd just cut this part. So here's our box in a box. And then we have a whole bunch more bags, which look like they are later in the build. I'm thinking 22, 15, we're definitely not gonna go that far today, 21. I think I'm gonna leave those in there for now. Put that off to the side. Open our box in a box, because that's got to be where the instructions are. So we now have a little bit more room to work with up here. So our instructions on our sticker sheet. I'm guessing these are going to be in one of those white envelopes that they've been using, which is definitely preferable to just plastic wrap. Yep, here's our little portfolio. And again, noticing no paper bags. We still do not have the paper bags. I've seen people say that some of the Jurassic Park ones have, but I haven't built those yet, so I cannot speak for certain. Okay, we have our base plates. I guess we have two base plates because it is such a wide set. We have those off to the side as well. So we have the stuff for the first 12 sections in here. A lot of brown, which is to be expected. It's, you know, it's a museum. It's a lot of brown in the museum. Where is let's look at our instructions, and that'll give me some idea of what we're going to actually try to accomplish in this part of the video. Again, that's all irrelevant. Oh, they're not cape material, they're plastic. They're vinyl. I thought they were going to be fabric, like, you know, the big banners outside of museums are. They are like cello. They're plastic. Okay. I'm not complaining. Are there no stickers? There have to be stickers. We can't have a set this big and not have stickers inflicted upon us, can we? Are they in the book? Because that'd be a good way to keep it. Wow, I kind of thought this would be a multi-volume book being 4,000 pieces, but it's not. Book your free ticket. Well, there's nothing free about a Lego kit. Prepare your VIP ribbon cutting ceremony. The Lego Natural History Museum is officially ready to open. Well, it will be when I finish building it. And it's big enough to house the entire skeleton of an enormous Brachiosaurus, or perhaps its lesser known relative, the Brachiosaurus. Join a cast of dedicated staff and enthusiastic museum visitors as you curate inspiring exhibits, discover new building techniques, and journey through the Mesozoic era to the future of space travel. And, as any respectable museum would do, we have dug through our own Lego history and uncovered precious and fun artifacts to exhibit throughout the modular set. So there probably will be little nods to old Lego kits in here, or old Lego series that I may or may not get, because they may have been from like that dark age of, like, I think, like Orient Adventures, which is probably not a great name for a collection anymore. Enter the museum and you'll be greeted in the gift shop, which features interesting pamphlets about the collections and exhibits, and of course assorted memorabilia and souvenirs. We start our tour on the ground floor, where we peruse the natural history exhibit with important finds and delicate pottery and fossils, to rocks From delicate pottery and fossils to rocks and the magnificent Brachiosaurus traveling up to the second floor, we journey through our own past and peek into the future. Space exploration. Please note, only museum staff have access to the rooftop area, but if you ask the curator nicely, he may extend your tour to his office. Enjoy your day, and feel free to extend your stay. All right, so I wonder if we're going to have like the little trivia bits in it. Sometimes, you know, like the drop ride, the haunted house drop tower has like little trivia bits throughout the book, but I haven't seen that much. And looks like no, we're not gonna. Oh wait, maybe there are some a large map of the Earth. Of the planet Earth shows the projected orbit of a new rocket. How far will it travel? What will it discover? So yeah, there are going to be little trivia bits in, or at least little blurbs in here. I mean, not trivia. So let's see how many steps we're looking at here. We're at 470, 490, 509, so about 550 steps. Because you can't end at 549. That'd be awful. 551, still unsatisfying. 552. 552 steps. And every journey begins with but a single step. So, those over 20 bags. So I kind of want to, you know, go into this knowing where I'm going to stop. So yeah, looks like the first 10 bags were still on the first floor, so I don't think we're going to get through the first floor in this video. Well, I guess I'll just go on to this. That looks like a good break point. I mean, the floors would obviously be a good break point, but I don't feel like doing literally half the kit in one go today. So I guess I'm going to start, and then I'll just find a good breaking point. So I am going to cut this here, get these in some sort of order, and then we'll jump directly into the fast forward. So that is 8 sections of LEGO Kit 10326, the Modular Buildings Collection and Natural History Museum completed. I feel like that's a good breaking point. I think we're about a third of the way through. I think it was like 20-something pouches in here. And yeah, I think that's a good place to break for now and take a look at what we've built. I think another advantage to breaking these up a little bit is that we can look at stuff before I put walls on it all the way and you can't see it anymore. So, the first 8 sections here are basically, I mean, about half of the first floor. We've built up to about there. So yeah, about half the first floor. So obviously the second floor is going to be a lot faster than the first, because the first has a lot of flooring. Yeah, obviously you can tell watching this that I had some significant issues following instructions, had to backtrack a lot. Starting with the fact that I totally misread the beginning of this and thought what they were showing here was a single base plate for the whole thing, not the smaller of the 2 base plates. So that was problem number 1. And I had to like completely start over there. Thankfully I didn't get more than a couple steps in on that. We had to backtrack on the flooring a couple times, where just I had lost the thread and things were not going in the right order. And the thing is that, you know, on a lot of these little studs on the floor, it has to go in the right order. Otherwise, other things like all the displays aren't going to sit in the right spots. But I've gone back, I fixed it. I don't have any excess pieces that I don't expect to have. So let's take a little tour around the first floor of the museum while it's open. So, interesting things over here. I don't know how you'll be able to tell it on camera, but down here, there is a mouse hole in the baseboard. And if you saw when I was building it, there's actually a piece of cheese under the floor there that no one will ever see again. But that's undoubtedly where the mouse is. Sadly, there's not been a mouse. It would have been nice actually to have a little mouse figure to put under there with the cheese, also out of sight forever and ever. And as we built the displays, there were a fair number of little notes explaining what they were, like pottery, and the fact that this is a broken piece of pottery right here. Volcanoes, a rock collection, including a geode, which is kind of cool. We have a saber-toothed tiger head. We have a whip that had no description for it at all, so undoubtedly it must be Indiana Jones. We have back here, we have a toilet stall, and I don't think I've ever had one that actually had water in it before, so that's kind of cool. And have you ever noticed how much the teacup looks like a toilet? I never have until today. In, I guess, somebody's office, we do have a microscope there with a little slide. We actually had to spare one of those. I know I can't get it close enough on the camera. That's not it. Can't get close enough on the camera for you to see it clearly because it's tiny and it'll blur. But, and now here it is. Is this it? Nope, that is not it. And now I can't even find it. It's over here in the little extra bits. Here it is. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see what that is on the camera, but it's like a little amoeba or something. It's a very large single-celled organism on like a petri dish. Maybe it's supposed to be a mold growth. Maybe it's not supposed to be like an amoeba. Maybe it's a mold growth. And that is what they're looking at under the microscope. Also, probably the most interesting thing, I think, of course, we have the little roughs. I think those originally were like made for Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man, right? But right here, actually, we'll pull it out. So, I mean, it's long known that in Lego that these can be either ice cream or poop. But usually when they're poop, we don't discuss it. I mean, I think the only other kit that I can think of that specifically mentions poop is the Jurassic Park Triceratops kit that has the big giant pile of poop. But this time, the instructions do specifically say, this is coprolite. This is Brachiosaur poop. So we officially have a piece of poop in a Lego set that is, it's not just like a cute little, like, you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It is. It specifically, per the instructions, is poo. And then thus far we have built 2 minifigures. I think it's like 6 or 7 in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shows 7 on the front of the book. So these are both obviously museum employees. Indeed, they have the exact same top. I feel like that actually would not be the worst possible face for Hercule Poirot. Might be one to think about when I build my Poirot figure that I want to build to get the Orient Express. But yep, they're ready to keep an eye on things while construction goes on. Obviously, we have a lot more to do. The front's not finished. We have to have the second part of the first floor here. And then, of course, we have the second floor and the roof. But so far, I like that they're coming in, like each step is only one bag. There's not 3 bag 1s and 4 bag 2s. There's 1 bag 1, 1 bag 2, 1 bag 3. That breaks things down nicely. I don't have too many bricks on here because I'm not a sorter. So I don't have too many bricks like sitting here, making it hard to find them or harder to find them. And even for people who are sorters, I think having a smaller amount of bricks to start with will make the sorting faster and easier. So, I mean, I think it works for both styles of building. So I do quite like that because, I mean, we did 8 steps, which probably 10 years ago would have been 4 sections or 2 sections that there would have been massive amounts of bricks here on the table. And that's nicely addressed now. But yeah, fun little details. Even if you're not buying this kit, it might be worth looking through the instructions. I don't know. Also, not in the app. I don't think the app instructions are exact copies of the books, but I think you can get the PDF from the Lego website. And it's fun to kind of look through it and look at all the little notes for the various things that you're building. The pottery, the stalactites, or sorry, stalagmites. Those are mites that are coming up. The volcano. It's just cute little stuff, little notes in there. Something I feel like we haven't seen in a little while in the bigger sets. Of course, this build have a lot of monotony. You build a lot of, 8 of this, 4 of this, tons of flooring, but we're done with that now. I don't think, maybe the second floor will have some flooring, but I don't think we have anything as kind of painful to have to keep redoing because I screwed it up as we did the floor on the first floor here. But yeah, I think this is a good point to take a break. I'm not sure yet if this is going to be two or 3 videos or if it'll just be one big, really long one. But, I suppose if it's just like one big long one, then we'll have a little cut here. And I'll be right back to work on maybe bags, 9 through 17? Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how big they are. Otherwise, if I am breaking it up, then this is where I thank you for watching. I hope you found it at all interesting and entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and keep a lookout somewhere over, I think here, for part 2, which should post right around the same time as part 1 here does. And I will see you in part 2.